Right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the United Way for the Manchester United versus Omonia preview. I was going to say disease preview because Omonia disease. You get me, Tom.
I know you mean.
But Tom, how's yourself?
I'm grand now. How are you?
Grand football back tomorrow. Europa League. Hopefully we smash these like we were meant to do last week, which we didn't. But you know,
what? A win's a win.
But yeah, a win's a win. Yeah, but I'm guessing you've seen it. The bad news that came out last night about the Glazers and club not being for sale. And I mean, Jim Ratcliffe said last night, I'm a lifelong Man United fan, but Man United is owned by the Glazer family. I've met Joel and Avram, and they're the nicest people, and they don't want to sell it. We can't sit around hoping one day Man United will become available. And it's not like it came from, I don't know, the Irish Times or whatever. It's basically came from the man himself, Ratcliffe. What do you think? Do you reckon it's a bit of a downer, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit annoying because, I mean, we obviously despise the Glazers. We want them out, but unfortunately, Jim Ratcliffe, if you're a huge fan, I'd say he'd be better than the Glazers for say for nothing. And when he says they're the nicest people he's met, maybe he should have been alcohol tested at the end, though. I'm not sure.
What?
No, because he was saying how they're lovely people, Joel and Joe Glazer and Ratcliffe saying, like, I doubt.
He said that
nice, can he? He's ruling a football, one of the biggest footballers in the world. How is he?
But
nice?
Do you reckon it's kind of, if you translate that into sarcasm, is basically they're fucking idiots that don't want to sell the club? Yeah. I mean, it could be. I mean,
I'd say deep down it is, obviously. I know Jim Ratcliffe have to be careful what he says because he's a big, huge, like celebrity. He wouldn't want to be getting cancelled over that. Like, but
he's literally one of us. He's one of us.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just he has more money than us, but that's all right. Like, you know what I mean? But still. I mean,
yeah, exactly, and it's annoying that he didn't get to buy the club, but sure, what's new? Oh, we like a new owners. Oh, never mind. Oh, yes, no. Like, it's really hot and cold. To be fair, like just.
I mean, I kind of I had hope. Before the Liverpool game, I had hope that they'd be gone, not by the end of the year or that, but at least by the end of next year, like or by the next summer, or how many months, but they're still here, and it's just what's I'm looking for. It's kind of mean, and will we spend any money like we did this summer, next summer? Probably not. I mean, can you see us spending 100 million on a winger or a midfielder, or how much do we spend for Lisandro Martinez? 50, 60 million? Could you see us? I mean, I hope we do even better than that. I hope, the Glazers, if they do stay, do their usual stuff. Oh, what we'll do? We'll give them money. The fans will appreciate us, even though we don't care how much they give us, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, when you find out players want to come and play for United these days, you're like, us? Like, I mean, listen, if I had, I'm pretty sure, Tom, you'd be the same if you had the opportunity to play for United, even for 5 minutes, you'd happily take it. But other players, like, they, like, I'm not sure they'd be looking at, the squad, they'd be looking at, just like, behind the scenes, this club is all over the kip, which it is.
Yeah.
But I do you reckon we'll see a change anytime in the next 5 years?
Tough to say. I hope so. Like, 5 years is a long time. A lot can happen in 5 years. Football's a crazy game. It's in God's hands. That's all I can say. It is really in God's hands. I really just don't know. Maybe they could be gone. Maybe they'll still be there. Obviously, we all hope they'll be gone, but we don't know. It's really going to be a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, I reckon that would be the best thing to ever happen to United. Never mind winning a treble, never mind winning all the trophies in the world. That would be the best thing to happen to Man United.
Yeah, like, I'll be honest with you now. I promise you, if that ever happens, the day that happens, you can come back to this in 5 years' time, whatever. I could be 21, whatever, in 5 years' time. I promise you, I will run around my house in the States with my shirt off, screaming like a lunatic. And that is not a threat. That is a promise. Like I promised to when Lingard closing scores for 5 goals. Like I promised if Brentford stay of the season. Like
I think you're safe with that bet. The Lingard bet, I think you're in the clear.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, he's been shy, to be fair. So
don't speak too soon. It's too weird. Don't speak too soon. God knows your luck, Tom. They'll play now on the weekend. He'll score a hat trick. Score
5 goals in one match.
Yeah, and then you'd be like, shit.
Yeah.
You'd be like, put me phone on silent so no one can annoy me. Smash that.
Yeah, just hide in my room and never come back again.
Coming on tonight, Tom? No.
Oh no! I don't even exist anymore.
Who's Tom?
Yeah, Tom. Oh no, the Jesse Lingard became a thing, and Tom just went. You know, he's
What?
not coming back. He's not coming back.
Oh, if Brentford stay up, you'll.
I'll promise you, I'll literally just stare at that wall there for him. I'll film myself staring at the wall. No, the amount of points they get, the amount of minutes, I will just stare at that wall.
How many points do you have at the moment?
I think like 9.
9 minutes isn't bad.
What? Well, I mean, if they stay up, if they get relegated, then I don't have to do it all. What if they stay up?
Yeah, I mean, what? It's still like they're where are they? They're
like 14. No, they're like 11, 12. Like they're mid-table.
11th, yeah, with 10 points. So 10 minutes isn't bad. Level on points with Liverpool.
Yeah, that's so far. I mean, they got smacked by Newcastle last Saturday, so I mean, they could be on a downfall, but who knows?
Yeah, we have a Chelsea fan in the comments. Chelsea, yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Just tell your owner, Todd Bowley, to keep his mouth shut. Right?
Yes, please. I mean, that's all we ask of you, mate.
Yeah, that's all we ask.
That owner of yours does not say a word. He does my head in.
But yeah, I agree with you, Tom. He's just another version of.
I mean, at the minute, he's probably going to end up naming Chelsea London Cowboys or something.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. I mean, by the way, if you're a Chelsea fan and you think, yeah, he will, yeah, there you go, nice one. That's all we ask for. You can slide the Glazers. You can slide the Glazers all you want. Slide the Glazers all you want. We don't care. You can say what you want. We'll agree with you. Okay. Well, if you say the Glazers are the best owners in the world, well, then you're gone. But anyways,
other than that, then you're gone. Yeah.
But there might be a protest on Sunday, Tom. For that, do you reckon? Do you reckon? We will see a protest on Sunday. It's meant to happen. You've probably seen it on the United Way Instagram there yesterday. It's been everywhere. You can't miss it.
Yeah.
But that might be a protest on Sunday. Do you reckon it? I mean, I love the protests. I love the passion from the fans, everyone. But do you reckon it'll come on? They're not gonna care, Tom. Let's be honest. You know.
Exactly. I mean, I know obviously it's good that we're trying so hard to make our point clear. Like, but the amount of protests we have, nothing. Like, there's only so much we can do. Like, as hard, I know, like, we're trying our best. Fans are doing their absolute working their socks off, but there's only so much we can do. It's annoying, but it's the truth. Yeah,
I mean, the Chelsea's. We still have the Chelsea's fan here. I'm starting to like this Chelsea fan, actually, to be honest with you. But he says the Glazers set United's price at 9 billion, but that's not fully confirmed. I have seen something like that. I mean, 9 billion. Ratcliffe might have to be the man to do that for us. And he also said he's also gone mad about Chelsea sacking Tuchel, and he won a Champions League trophy and a lot more. Oh yeah, I think he said sacking. We will move on to the game, but I think Chelsea sacking Tuchel was a big mistake. Potter's good and all, but he's.
I'll tell you what, like, I saw it coming. I think it was too early, but it was going to happen. Now, don't worry, Tuchel. One time Tuchel's done a good job at Chelsea into the season.
Oh yeah,
he was losing the dressing room. You saw there was glimpses that there was still this season. I mean, let me think. They beat Everton 1-0 penalty. It wasn't the best game. Then they drew to Chelsea. Oh, no, sorry, they drew to Tottenham. Sorry, my bad. Lost 3-0 to Leeds. Lost 2-1 to Southampton. They beat Leicester 2-1. They beat West Ham 2-1. And then they lost to the Croatian team, and then he was gone. When you look at that now, like, the games he won, they were tight. I know wins a win, but still, even they were still only kind of scraping wins. And the games they lost, Leeds, losing 3-0 to Leeds, that's embarrassing. I'm sorry, that was absolutely embarrassing.
Tom, shush! Do you remember start of the season? Shush.
I'm sorry.
But we're in transition. Let's just say that, right? But I mean, listen, it's hard to know who's going to make top 4 this season. It's we predicted at the start of the season. I mean, Tom, if I asked you now, predict your top 4, you could tell me, but that could change.
Man City will be in there, obviously. We can confirm that.
Oh, City. Arsenal, you know what I mean? Who's going to get the 2 other spots? Will it be Chelsea Spurs, Chelsea United, Chelsea Liverpool? Could you see a cheeky underdog like West Ham sneak in there? I doubt it, but
I think that the most likely underdog to even sneak in there to do is Newcastle.
Chelsea fan agrees with you, Tom. Well, I think Don Wade agrees with me or you about you saying about Chelsea or me about transition. But he says, agreed. United have changed because Ten Hag has a bright future. Is coming for United. Mr. Hag is a man of masterclasses. Do you know what, Tom? I'm not gonna lie to you, but I like this Chelsea fan. I'm not gonna lie.
No, he knows ball. Like, he knows ball. I mean, I don't know. Chelsea fans aren't even. I don't. Chelsea fans are not bad. Like, obviously.
We just don't like Arsenal fans. That's all. Like, I don't.
Arsenal fans are annoying. Arsenal fans are just annoying. Yeah. Chelsea fans, they're not too bad. They're not as bad as they could be. They're not as bad as Liverpool or Man City fans. I'll give them that.
Well, Tom, the City have fans. They know that.
Oh, of course, I forgot. They don't. Oh, my bad.
Tom. Me. Yeah, I didn't know what was going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was just about to say to you, Liverpool are losing 1-0, but Rangers got an equaliser, so it's only 1-1. But I think it's
they're not winning.
No, they're not winning. They're not winning. Will Klopp get the sack? No. But anyways, we'll move on and we'll talk about exciting Europa League. Saw the Liverpool game. Arsenal are diving. But that game could have went both ways in the end. But it was a good game. But I'm enjoying Liverpool's downfall. Anyways, that's hope it stays like that. But Tom, big game. Well, we said, is it a big game? I mean, it's Omonia. I think we have no choice but to go out and hammer this. It's at Old Trafford, no excuses.
Yeah.
Like, away last week, all right, we played them. It's not like last week, all right, we never played this team before. That I wouldn't have used that as an excuse. If we lost that game, I wouldn't be like, yeah, but we never played them before. It's away. You've nothing to do with that. But you reckon tomorrow, we beat Everton on Sunday, which, good game. I feel like we controlled the game. Rashford's goal, I don't know why that was disallowed, but supposedly
it's an obvious goal. I don't see why there was a problem. The ball hit off his hand. It was ball to hand. He doesn't there's nothing he can do about it. He was just running, jumping to avoid Tarkowski. It hits his hand. That's a goal. Like,
remember do you remember the Middlesbrough game when
yes. That was like
that was a clear handball. That fellow was playing GAA. He was playing GAA, Tom.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like GAA. It's like Gaelic, like literally. Oh my god, it was ludicrous.
I don't know.
At least we still won, but still, should be a goal.
Yeah, it was a good win. I mean, I'm glad Ronaldo got his goal. 700. Martial. I mean, I want to talk about Martial because I don't know what's up with that fella anymore. But I saw when Martial was coming off, Ronaldo looked happy, to be honest.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Actually, this seem pretty happy, to be fair. But let's hope maybe things might turn around. Maybe he might score again tomorrow.
Fingers crossed.
Sure, we'll see. We just have 700 goals. I'll definitely give us confidence in the world of good. Obviously, didn't have the best game last Thursday, but I think he can turn it around.
Yeah, I mean, that goal against Everton, which it's never easy. I mean, supposedly had like best defense in the league so far this season.
Yeah, it was. I saw something about that on Instagram. I think. Yeah, they did like best defense in the league.
I mean, they drew against Liverpool, which we beat them, but Everton last season, close to getting relegated. We all thought that they were gone. Not bad for Frank Lampard, I must admit. I mean, I'm not sure where they are now, but they're not. I don't think they're anywhere near relegation. So I could be wrong. And they were 6-7 games unbeaten as well before. Obviously, we played them, so it's not bad. It's a good day out. But what's the team news here? Because there's a few. Martial. Supposedly won't be there for tomorrow. But you will see how that develops for Sunday's match against Newcastle. Maguire's out, and Donny van de Beek and Wan-Bissaka are basically long-term injuries. And supposedly Rashford picked up a knock against Everton, but supposedly he's in the clear. He's all ready to go. So I mean, I'm starting to like that left side with Rashford, Luke Shaw. I'm starting to get the 20, the COVID vibes when Man United played Luke Shaw and Rashford.
Good old times. Good old times.
Yeah, we're there with the days. And Varane, he's not training with Man. He's not training with the squad, but he's doing individual work. So he's not injured. I'm not sure what's going on there. He came on against Everton in the last few minutes.
I mean, I suppose best maybe don't risk him for a game like a Europa.
Yeah, it's only Omonia, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, Newcastle aren't an easy team to beat. Like,
yeah,
they scored 5 to a team that we lost 4-0 to. Like,
yeah, I mean that's not bad, is
careful.
It? Oh yeah, that's not bad. I mean that's not bad to be fair.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Yeah, I mean that's not bad to be fair. They're a danger team. You can't sleep on Newcastle anymore. You can't sleep on them. I mean, I remember watching when you played City there a few weeks back. 3-3 wasn't bad.
Yeah, and they were a last-minute goal away from having a draw against Liverpool, and also, I mean, it was 3 minutes over like the injury time, and also they had an unfair goal disallowed.
Yeah, it's
that was the biggest hard luck for them. They nearly, I mean, other Liverpool are a bit shy, like, but still, they should have won that game. Like, that was very, very bad luck.
I mean, I think tomorrow's game will kind of, you look at that and then you'll be like, okay, like if we smash Omonia 5-6, 7-0 tomorrow, which it could happen if we go out and actually put our mind to it. I'll be looking at that game, right? It's Omonia. I'm not going to get too carried away. But
good win, though. You got to take the wins, fair enough, maybe. Even if, like, obviously, the Omonia aren't exactly a very good team, like, but you got to take these wins,
Yeah, but it gives confidence to the players and then to us fans. There's always, I mean, during that game against Everton, there was positives out of that. There was even positives for Everton, I think, in that game. I mean, that midfield with Casemiro and Eriksen. Casemiro, shaky start, but he started to settle in, which I like.
Well, this for Ronaldo's goal.
Yeah, Real Madrid, the ex-Real Madrid partnership there. So, they're not the youngest of players, but they can still perform at any moment. So, I mean, there's no point spending 70 million on Casemiro when you're sitting him on the bench every week, at least when he's playing him. I think the more you play him, the better he'll get. I mean, Premier League football, not the easiest. So,
well, he's won 5 Champions Leagues. Like, he was a main part of one of the best midfielders in the world.
Yeah, he doesn't have to prove himself anymore, to be brutally honest.
Yeah.
I mean, he should have scored I think Rashford with the ball in and Casemiro free head. He should have finished it, but he made up for it in other ways. So, I mean, Omonia. I mean, Eric Ten Hag on Christian Eriksen's game time. He says all the players we have to manage their game time. That's what I do all the time. That's why we have a good with double position with depth. So if we have to rotate, we can replace players. Do you reckon Eriksen? It's best we don't play him for tomorrow's game. Give him rest and then big game Sunday.
Yeah, I think he started every single game this season. I swear I think he actually has.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd say like he's been overall he's been pretty good. Like, so I'd say give him a bit of rest.
Yeah, exactly. Eric Ten Hag also winning the Europa League group, which I think if Manchester United win their remaining few games and Sociedad, it's basically it's going to come down to the last game when we play Sociedad away. But our goal difference isn't as good as Sociedad, so we kind of have to. We basically have to smash Omonia and then Sheriff next week.
Yeah.
But he says, I told the players weeks ago before the break it was important to win the group. We want to win all the games, but it's clear we want to avoid that finishing second in group. I mean, you don't really want to finish second in a group where we probably are the favourites to top it. We're probably favourites to top it. I mean, Ten Hag also won squad depth, which, if I was Ten Hag, I would be like, yeah, we would have good squad depth if the Glazers, upped their game and actually gave us a bit more money to spend, but they're not. But he also, that's just, I don't think it'd be safe for me to do a press conference. I'd end up getting sacked, not by bad team performances, just by what I said. It's simple as, isn't it? Like FIFA, when you have to, give a good answer because the teams were all go down. You have to, But he says, I think all the clubs have the same problem. The teams that play in Europe, we have a squad to cover that. Injuries and suspensions will happen, but you have to deal with it as a squad. I mean, Tom, all right, our depth, it's okay. It's not the best. Like, it's no City squad depth. That's saying it. But
could be better, could be worse.
That's it. Do you reckon our squad depth is good enough? Like, games are coming thick and fast now. The World Cup is what, a month away now? Not like it's not long away.
Some positions are better than others. Like, say, when it comes to a winger, we're grand. Because, I mean, we've got, like, Sancho, Rashford, Anthony, Alanga, even. We've got good wingers. But striker...
Garnacho, if you want to throw him in there. Like,
Garnacho as well, yeah. Midfielders, McTominay, Ericsson, Casemiro, Fred, Van der Beek. I was injured, but still overall.
Yeah.
Centre backs, Martinez, Varane, Twanzebe, even Maguire, Lindelof.
Phil Jones.
Got Phil Jones, yep, I was going to forget one only. So it's very hit and miss.
Right backs, full backs, not the best.
Well, Shaw, Malacia.
The left side's decent, but the right side, I'm not too sure.
Sorry?
The left side with Shaw and Malacia, not too bad. Right back, I'm not sure.
If Dalot's injured, they were screwed.
Has Wan-Bissaka played a game so far this season? Like in the Prem or even Europe? I don't think so.
Yeah, I think he came off the bench for like one game, but that's it. He came on against Sheriff, I think, but that's it. He could play like 5. He didn't play anymore for 5 minutes.
Did he come on against Liverpool as well? Or was that?
I think he did. I think so.
I haven't got a clue.
I think he did though.
He brought on like the Van der Beek and all that as well. But we're just trying to basically close the game out there. But obviously, we're kind of coming out of this topic back into it. But I'm not sure you remember last year, Ronaldo phone smasher at Everton. Someone asked him about the charge by the FA, and he says, we will talk about that, and he will not accept it. He says, yeah, right. We'll stop there. So they will talk about it, and he will not accept it. Do you reckon they're right not to accept it?
Suppose so. I mean,
how long is it ago?
Before we go into any of that sort of stuff, I have to just say, I have to tell him thank you because he's given us a brilliant nickname for him. So thank you, Cristiano. It means the world. But,
we call him a lot of names, Tom. Don't we? Legend, phone smasher, the go.
Yeah,
gives us a lot of.
We made that one up. We made that one up. So he has to thank us for that in a way. But
if anyone's going to rub that on us, just make sure that you let your fans know where it came from. Thanks.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I mean, he's Ronaldo in it, like shirts.
Yeah,
he's going to do that. You got to accept that.
That's it. I mean, he basically said that. Ten Hag himself basically said he will not accept it. So do you reckon spot on? I mean, what happened? What, April, March?
April. It was the day after my first disco this year.
Oh yeah, I remember that one there. Yeah, I remember that well. Of course you do, Tom. But no, I mean, I suppose it's like, come on, it's like having a fight with someone, and then you meet each other 6 years later, and you're still going mad. You're like, come on, seriously, 6 years ago, are you serious?
Yeah, no fairness, he should definitely what he should do is the sensible thing. Obviously, after buy the fan a new phone, end of debate.
I thought he did that.
I think so. I think he did. If he does that, then that should be enough. He gave
him a ticket to go to watch United play or something like that as well. I don't have a clue. I mean, what would have been a good one is Ronaldo has all the money in the world. Buy him a phone and get him a season ticket. There you go.
Perfect.
What more do you want?
Perfect.
What more do you want?
Yeah. I know he might have a car as a mum whenever this fella might try to sue him to get a good bit of money. But that's just a prick move.
Well, I'm not being bad and all, but I've seen the video.
More than enough out of him.
I've seen the video as well when that happened. If you watch it back, yeah, man, the noise he was making, the things he was throwing at, not throwing to Ronaldo, but saying to Ronaldo. I mean, if I was lost the game and I was pissed off, I wouldn't care. Bang, good luck, gone. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've all smashed the phone once in our lives. If not once, a few times. Not from, not from dropping it by accident, just rage, isn't it? You know?
Yeah.
But we'll move on from that. I mean, I think if Ronaldo got, whatever fine he gets, it'd be like, Ronaldo taking a fiver out of his pocket, it'd be nothing.
Yeah,
You know?
a spare transplant on the couch.
That's it. It would just spare change, wouldn't it? Yeah, you can have that.
Yeah.
But Ten Hag also says, I want to support him as good as possible. We have certain demands from players on what we expect in certain positions. He says, I want to get the best out of him, which is Ronaldo. He's in better shape now, and I'm happy with that. At the start, it was the case, lack of fitness. It's proven once again, no one can miss the pre-season. I mean,
I was just going to mention that, yeah, he missed pre-season. That certainly held him back a little bit.
Like, no one can miss pre-season.
Yeah.
Like as much as it, to us fans, you'd be like, get this out of the way, I want Premier League and that. But I actually enjoyed Man United's pre-season.
I mean, yeah, we played some good football. I mean, we won a couple of games as well, so.
Yeah, we smashed Liverpool. We
beat Palace and Melbourne, or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Drew to Villa, lost to Atletico, and drew to Real Vallecano. Or was that?
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, that's all right. Do you know? That's
kind of dipped throughout the end, but it was a very good start though. It dipped, like, not when the actual games was very annoying, but it was overall good though. Yeah, I mean, it's like, there was part, like, I did enjoy, like, I find pre-season boring, but because it was new manager, obviously we didn't have that much. I think Palacios are only signing at the time. Yeah. I mean, it was just a lot of bullshit talk about De Jong, which, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about him next summer and we won't sign him. A bit like the Sancho drama. Yeah, I go on for 2 years and then we'll sign him and then he'd be crap. Not saying Sancho's crap, but, overhyped is what I'd say. He's hit and miss. He's just hit and miss. Yeah, that's it. Good player inside, but just hit and miss. That's all. I want to talk about Victor Lindelof, which, I mean, let's be honest, the poor fella, he hasn't got time to prove himself. And I think, to be honest with you, this is probably the best time to prove himself. With Maguire not getting much game time, Varane, he's out injured. He won't be out for long, but I think it'll take more than 2-3 games to prove yourself to Ten Hag. If it was Ollie, maybe he'd probably be a certain starter captain. We love Ollie, but I'm just saying. But he did say, I got a tough start to the season with injury. I wasn't able to be involved. It's important for the team to have good players in the squad. You have a lot of games, and it's important to have players to compete. For me, it's not a problem. Yeah, I mean, last year, remember our Norwich game, he came off with a heart issue and that, and we all thought, that's him gone. Yeah. I remember that. I'm not sure whether you remember that, but he was... I do actually, yeah. His first game, it was a Granite second game. We ran out of penalty, we won it 1-0. Yeah, that was that. I remember watching that game. We didn't play at our best. I think Rangnick was managing us. Yeah, wasn't it? It was his second Premier League game, his third game. Yeah. I mean, I won't talk too much about it because it's Lindelof. I'm not saying that he's not important, but he's not going to give you much hype. But I mean, this might be about the squad morale. He says, I think the feeling in the group is good. We have good players and good people, so we have good energy. You always need good team spirit, and we have that at the moment. What do you reckon, Tom? Do you reckon he's telling the truth? I mean, I think he is. The team spirit, the morale seems to be 10 times better than what it was last season. So he's right. He's absolutely spot on there. And, new manager, kind of some new good players and their good characters. I do think that we can do that. Yeah. I mean, I'll get to this at the end, but it's about him and Alessandro Martinez, and I'll end up it might be a little rant because Maguire might be involved in it. But on Erik ten Hag, which he says the way the boss wants to play football suits me. Hopefully, I can improve a lot under him. It's always important to learn more, improve, and I'm going to take everything in. I mean, Lindelof has had his moments, his good, his bad moments. Will he stay here for long? No. One thing I can say about Lindelof is he is better than Harry Maguire. Simple as. So, yeah. But also, he talked about Alessandro Martinez, and it's saying it's been good. He's a fantastic player. He's very good with the ball. I've played 2 games with him. And
we had a good game against Everton. He also says, I wouldn't say it changes the way I approach it, with Martinez being left footed. I'm just trying to play my game and the way I can help the team. It doesn't matter whether their partner is left footed or right footed. It doesn't change how I play my game. Now, do you remember Harry Maguire? Do you remember Harry Maguire who basically blamed Martinez because they haven't played, they never played alongside each other and all that.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? And this is Lindelof, who's literally like, I don't care if he's left footed, right footed,
Difference in mentality.
That's all.
Difference
Maguire,
in mentality.
Like Maguire's, I don't know. Maguire's just Maguire, isn't he? I mean, I'm on you tomorrow, Tom. Feeling confident, or after last week, would you be a bit, what we expect, or under the lights, Old Trafford? It shouldn't be a problem.
I'd be confident. 2 wins in a row. We've played these lot before. We didn't have a bit of understanding of them. We have some players in good form. Yeah, I'd be fairly confident, to be fair. Sure. Be surprised if we don't get a win.
It should be a convincing win, not a scrappy 1-0, 3-2, 2-1, 4-3, none of that crap. I mean, I don't know, just reckon Old Trafford, it'll just be a totally different game.
Hopefully.
Yeah, but I don't know. It depends who starts for us. Will it be a heavily rotated squad? Will it be? I mean, Ten Hag said someone asked him there. You're going to kind of rotate your squad. What are you going to do with it? Or are you just going to put it out? A squad that you put a squad out to win. Something along the lines of that. So it seems like he's going to be going full pelt, throw everything at them. It'd be nice to be at least 3-4-0 up at half time, then you can look at the bench and say, right, we'll bring you on, rotate the squad, play around for the last 45, 50, 45 minutes, half hour, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I mean, do you reckon though, Jesus, it's been a while since you played at Old Trafford now. I mean, what was the last game? Arsenal? No, Sociedad, wasn't
it? In Old Trafford, yeah. It was actually.
Jesus, when was that? That's a month ago now, is it? Something long. It's a long time ago now. I was only thinking about that last night. I was like, when was the last time we even played at Old Trafford? But it was Sociedad when we lost 1-0. But VAR fucking us over again. What's new, isn't it? I mean, Tom, there's not really much more to talk about. So we'll throw your predicted 11 in there.
Yeah. So in goal, I think Dubravka's going to get a shot this game. I hope he does. He needs to have a game. Left back, I think he's going to play safe and go Malacia. Deserve another chance. Yeah. 2 centre backs, Martinez and Lindelof. Dalot at right back. 2 CDMs, I'd say McTominay and maybe Fred. I think Big Fred might get out of the game. Then on the left, it will be Sancho, Bruno at cam. What's his face? Anthony on the right, and then Ronaldo up top.
Yeah, I want to talk about Lindelof actually. Do you reckon? I don't think he's gotten a rest so far this season. I mean, listen, he's looking in the greatest shape as he ever did. But I mean, you're playing 2 games a week, and you'll be playing 2 games a week next week, which you're playing on a Wednesday, and then we're playing on a Saturday against 2 teams that are London, Tottenham, and Chelsea.
Yeah,
I mean, Chelsea fan in the comments there, he might back his side to win. We'll back our team to win. I think, if I asked you what happened at the Chelsea game next week, you couldn't tell me because things can change between now and tomorrow. I mean, we'd be into the second half and all this time tomorrow. Hopefully, we'd be game over by then. So you reckon we'll see McFred? Do you know what I mean? As much as I'd like to say, maybe not. It could happen.
Yeah, I think it will.
Maybe McTominay's out for the game on Sunday, so he'll want to give McTominay a bit of game time in there, anyways. I mean, Eriksen has to be. He has to give Eriksen a break. As much as he's on flying form, he's doing pretty decent, but give the man a break. He'll just hit a brick wall in no time. And Dubravka, I mean, Jesus Christ, we loaned him and he's barely gotten any. Well, barely, I wouldn't say barely. He hasn't got any game time for us. Well, that's because of injuries. But I mean, I would like to see him play. I really, really would like to see him play. I mean, I thought I had a brilliant game on Sunday against Everton, though. To be fair, bit more organised, bit more. I mean, you have a friend, and he actually follows the channel. Who's a Newcastle fan.
Oh, Stephen, yeah.
And I remember he texted and said, "Keep an eye on Dubravka," which we kind of have. I'm not playing him, but yeah. So I was like, he's actually meant to be a decent goalie. I mean, I have watched, we've all watched Newcastle. I have watched Dubravka. I can't talk much about Dubravka. I would like to see Dubravka play, but the question is, will it be just throw a full squad team out? Do like if Dubravka starts, happy days. But listen, God knows what will happen. But I'm going to go with a 4-2-3-1. I would like to see Dubravka start, but listen, it's predicted, isn't it? You're never going to be 100% right. But I think De Gea will be in goals. Back four with Malacia, Martinez, Lindelof, and Delot in the midfield. Delot right back midfield. I'm going to go with McTominay and Casemiro. The left it's gonna be Sancho. The right, Anthony, Cam, Bruno, and then Ronaldo up top. So yeah, I mean, God knows. I mean, you might get a Rashford striker and Sancho on the wing. I doubt that'll happen. I mean, it's a time now where Ronaldo, not saying looks to be getting back to himself, but looks reasonably be okay. So you'd want to keep throwing him out there. He scored a goal, right back on the bench. Playing for at least 45, 60 minutes, see what happens. I mean, I just hope he doesn't have a mirror like he did last week, missing open goals, and I don't think so. I don't think he will. I think he's realised. I mean, he scored he had a tougher chance against Everton on the weekend and pulled that off well, didn't he? But Tom, score predictions, will it be a positive one, optimistic one? What are we saying?
I'm going to say 3-1 Man United. I think Sancho, Ronaldo, and Anthony, three of them will score. And I haven't a clue who score for
Don't mind them. Don't mind it.
Yeah.
Who's our goal scorers again, Tom? If you want me to say?
Sancho, Ronaldo, Anthony.
And we actually got me and you got this score prediction right for the game against Everton on Sunday.
We did actually, yeah.
Yeah. Sancho, Ronaldo. What?
Am I winning the scoreboard thing? You're saying I was winning before the Everton match. I was tied with Raul.
Hold on a sec.
And I got it right, so I'm winning now, haven't I?
Yeah, you're top of the league. Jeez, Tom. And who's your goal scorer for United?
Sancho, Ronaldo,
Anthony. Should have known that. Should have really known that. Yeah, the only player now who plays for them is Bruno Philippe.
He'll score for them, I'd say.
Yeah, just whatever. Whoever's playing well for him, isn't it? But he actually is a decent player. Do you know what? I said 4-0 last week, and I'm gonna go for it again this week. I am. I'm gonna go for it again this week. I'm gonna go for it. A clean sheet might be a bit too, unrealistic. But there's no harm. There's no harm in that. We'll go with the goal phone smasher, as Tom, or as we like to call him, Ronaldo. I'm gonna go Bruno Fernandes, Sancho, and who will the other one be? I can just see a sub coming on now and bag of one. But Anthony's doing well these days, and I like that. He's a good player. You need a good player. We go with Anthony. We go with realistic ones, won't we? So Tom, we both. Doesn't matter. We both said United wins. I said 4-0. You said 3-1. Let's hope one of us are right. Fingers crossed. If we get, I said last week, if you don't score at least more than 3 or more goals, I'll be upset. You scored 3 goals, so you got away with it on that one.
Yeah.
I think we're playing at, 8 o'clock tomorrow, late? It's a late one. It's not the 5:45.
I think so. I'm almost not sure, but I think it's 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Yeah, 8 o'clock, Old Trafford. I love European nights under the lights. It's just the best thing.
Oh, they're very good.
Tom, you went to Old Trafford. I think it was Burnley, wasn't it? Last year. I think it was around Christmas time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the 30th of December.
Yeah, Burnley. McTominay had a brilliant game.
For once.
Yeah, for once. I mean, he had a few decent games this season, but you know, I think Ten Hag got a bit too excited and realised, hold on a sec, I have to calm down. And just to go through a few insights, and then we'll call it a day. I was meant to do this earlier, but we'll do it now anyways. But Manchester United have lost their last 2 home matches in Europe versus Atletico Madrid and Sociedad. The Red Devils have never lost 3 in a row at Old Trafford in European competitions. With this is their 198th game. No Cypriot side has ever won away to an English side in Europe, drawing 2, losing 6. With these games producing a total of 27 goals for the English teams at an average of 3.4 per game. This will be Omonia Nicosia's 3rd such game, losing the previous 2 against Arsenal in 1994-95 and Manchester City in 2008-09. And Omonia Nicosia are winless in 17 away games in major European competitions, drawing 3, losing 14, and having won just 2 of 36 in total on their travels at this level, beating Rabat Ajax in 1985 and Shamrock Rovers in 1987. Cristiano Ronaldo attempted 8 shots in their reverse fixture but failed to score in his most attempts without scoring in the European encounter since November 2019 for Juventus versus Lokomotiv Moscow. And since making his European debut for Manchester United in February 2016, Marcus Rashford has 7 goals as a substitute for the club in major European competitions, 5 more than any teammate. There we go. that was tough work. Not the most exciting of previews, but well, it was decent. But it's Omonia, so yeah, it's Omonia, so it's not like I'm looking forward to the game on Sunday if we can slap Newcastle out of it. But yeah, I think that pretty much sums it all up. Tom, any final thoughts? Anything you want to say to the people watching or about the game tomorrow or whatever?
No, I think I've got to say all I said, to be fair.
Yeah, Tom just likes to speak facts, as that's it. But yeah, let's hope we can get the job done against Omonia tomorrow. Game kicks off at around 8 o'clock. I'll be live doing the watch along, not sure what time. But yeah, check out our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, our website. Nothing on the website in a while, but I'm trying to walk around to get into that. Twitch, which we haven't been on that in a while, but the season being back up and running, you don't know, it's just focus on Manchester United. But yeah, we will sort it out. I mean, FIFA 23 is out. We'll see what we can do there. Cheeky Ultimate Team or something crazy like that. But yeah, follow all our socials anyways. Instagram, Twitter, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Twitch, Facebook, all that good stuff. And I know it's not Premier League tomorrow, but join the Fantasy Premier League if you haven't already. There's the code SW0MCD. I'm not the greatest at it, but I'm a bit rusty. But yeah, I'm getting there. I'm looking for top 5, top 10, top 20, the least, the most. But Tom, much appreciated for joining me as always. Yeah, talk to you all in the next one. Have a good one.